Hi guys, thank you so much for watching my channel, The Witty Turtle. And in this video, we are gonna start with the second study note of operations management and strategic management, that is known as operations planning. So in this class, we will study the basics of demand forecasting.
So before starting the video, I would like you guys to know about this comprehensive batch of Unacademy, which is named as the Success Batch, which is specifically for CMA Foundation students who are going to appear in this June 2022 exams. This batch is going to start from 5th of January 2022, and it is a golden opportunity for you guys to ace your June 2022 examination. Prepare with the top-notch educators in India, and this subscription is a subscription that is more than just classes. They will provide you with live interactive classes, recorded lectures with unlimited watch time, access to notes from all the educators at one place. Every fourth session is a doubt clearing session, updated study materials, and practice mock test papers. So don't wait for more and get your subscriptions done today. Simply, you just need to download the Unacademy Learning app, select CMA Foundation as your goal, and get your subscription. They will also give you a perfect study plan to clear your June 2022 exams. In the subscription, you can avail Rs 875 per month for 24 months and likewise for 12 months and 6 months. You can use my coupon code ANVESHA10 to avail a 10% off on any purchase. You can also use my coupon code even if you are not preparing for CMA and you are preparing, let's say, for UPSC or like JEE Mains or NEET PG or any competitive exam. Then you can use my coupon code ANVESHA10 to get a 10% off on any purchase. So trust me, this is the best platform where you will get everything at one click. So the link of the classes of Unacademy is given in the description box below. Don't forget to check them out.
Now let's understand what is the meaning of forecasting, right? So now you are going to appear in the June 2022 term examination. So when you are preparing for the examination, you are already keeping a score in your mind that yes, I have to clear this much of threshold marks in every paper. I have to get at least 40, and in the aggregate I have to get 200 in total, right? So that is your forecasting, that is your target, right? So accordingly you plan everything. Now think about those students who are giving more than one attempts. So in the first attempt they saw that yes, I got like 170, in the second attempt I got 195. So this time I might get 220 or 230, right? So this is what this is known as forecasting. You have to check the trend, like what is the trend in the past few term of examination, and accordingly you are forecasting a target score. Similarly, in every business, you have to get a sale forecasting, or you can say demand forecasting, like market में कितनी units की ज़रूरत है, and after knowing the demand in the market, you are planning for the production. Got it? To know what a business will do, we must know its future sales, right? कोई भी अगर बिजनेस है आपके पास, तो ये बिजनेस फ्यूचर में कैसा परफॉर्म करेगा, क्या करेगा, बिजनेस प्रॉफिटेबल होगा या फिर लॉस में जाएगा, एवरीथिंग डिपेंड्स ऑन इट्स number of units that will be sold. So it depends on future sale. How will you know the future sale? All other activities of the business depends on the sales forecasting. You have to make a sales forecasting, and accordingly you'll make your production budget, you'll make your purchase budget. You have to plan your expenses, plan your capital expenditure and everything. Sales forecasting is a guiding factor. Obviously this is a guiding factor because it precedes every activity in the business, every activity in the organization. When you know the sale forecasting, accordingly you plan all the other activities in the business, right? So while you are forecasting the sales or forecasting the demand, so what is the main purpose behind that? Planning to produce that quantity. You have to plan, like अगर आपका इस साल का सेल फोरकास्टिंग आ रहा है 1000 tons, so accordingly you will plan your future course of action in such an order that you'll produce that 1000 tons, right? So what all things are necessary in planning to produce that quantity? The first is you have to know what is the required quantity. आपको कितने quantity की ज़रूरत है, you have to know that. Second is that you have to provide that at a reasonable price. The price should not be very high and it should not be very low. The next is at right time. You have to produce the product at right time and obviously in the right and proper quality. So now next point is what? Sales forecasting is the basis for planning various activities in the organization, like production activities. Obviously, what will you sell if you don't produce anything? So production activity will be according to the sales forecasting. Next is the pricing policies. Pricing policies depends on the required quantity and what kind of quality you are maintaining while producing. Next is your program policies. What will be your course of action? What will be your plans? And what kind of strategies will you follow? And lastly, the personnel policies for recruitment, transfer, promotion, training, and wages of the manpower that you are employing while producing the product, right? So this was all about your introduction to sales forecasting, or which we call demand forecasting. The next thing is what? Period of forecasting. So basically there are three kinds of forecasting. The first one is short range forecasting. This is very useful in production planning, and this basically ranges between 1 or 2 weeks or maybe a couple of months. Medium range forecasting is what? It basically ranges from 3 to 6 months to 1 to 2 years. या तो ये अगर 3 to 6 months का होगा ये फोरकास्टिंग, या फिर वो अगर 1 से 2 साल तक होगा, then that is known as your medium range forecasting. And lastly, long range forecasting. It is for 1 year or above, and it is generally for 5 years. Now coming to your book, you can read all of these. I have already made you understand these things. Here one important thing is that as far as the marketing manager is concerned, the sales forecast is an estimate of the amount of unit sales for a specified future period. See, you are the example that I gave earlier in the beginning of the class. For June 2022, you are preparing. So you are planning your course of action for a specified future period for the coming 6 months, right? Similarly, the sales forecast is also done for a specified future period under the proposed marketing plan or program. If you correlate this to your study plan, then you will be you will get to understand everything. It may also be defined as an estimate of sales in rupees of physical units, and obviously for a specified future period. The next important point here is making of a proper forecast requires the assessment of both controllable and uncontrollable factors, and economic and non-economic factors, and inside and outside of the organization, right? And whatever is there, I have already told you that. So now the period of forecasting has been discussed here. So now it's talking about the long range forecast, which is generally of 5 years, and in some cases it may extend up to 10 to 15 years also. So here they have given 5 purposes of long range forecast. See, you don't have to mug up everything. You just need to understand that when they are talking about more than 5 years or like 10 to 15 years, so in that case, what will they think first? They will plan the expected capital expenditure because it is for a long period, then the expected cash flow from sales, then how much manpower they need to employ there, and how much material will be required, and also the research and development work that will be being conducted. right? Next is what? Medium range forecasting. Similarly, budgetary control over expenses, then dividend policy, then they'll also have to, find and control the maintenance expenses, then they have to schedule the operations. And similarly, for short term forecast, they'll have to go through the current assets जो भी कम टाइम पीरियड के लिए होता है उन सब से उन सब का प्लानिंग करना पड़ेगा, like inventory requirement, then transportation facilities for for dispatching the finished goods, then workload for men and machines, then how much working capital will be required, then fixed sales quota, like for this month you have to make a sale of this certain quantities, right? So these things you just need to understand, and you will you'll be able to remember every point. The next paragraph talks about the accuracy of the forecast. See, whenever you are forecasting something that is not totally accurate, they do the forecasting on the basis of the recent trend of the past years. पिछले 5 साल में क्या हुआ है, accordingly they will make a forecasting, right? So decisions are made every day to run the business by using the best information that is available with them, right? Whatever the best information they are having, accordingly they make a forecasting. So there are many factors that influence the forecast. So some of them are environmental changes, obviously, changes in the preference of the user, whoever is the user of those products, what are their preferences and how their preferences change with the time. And next is the number of competitive products. How many competitive products are there in the market? What are their strengths, their weaknesses, what are the opportunities in that particular field? And then disposable income of the consumer. You'll also need to find out that whoever your target group is, what is the amount of their disposable income through which they can buy your product. Similarly, ये किस बारे में था? It was about sales forecasting, right? Sales forecasting. And now this talks about forecasting in the production. Forecasting in the production. वो क्या था? वो था sales forecasting, and this is your production forecasting. So what are the factors? Demand from the marketing department. Marketing department will tell you what is the demand for that particular year, and accordingly you will plan your production. Next is rate of labor's absenteeism. How many laborers are being absent on a regular basis, and what is the rate of presence of the laborers in the factory or in the workplace. मतलब बेसिकली एक दिन में कितने लेबर आते हैं, एवरेज. नेक्स्ट इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द रॉ मटेरियल्स, ऑब्वियसली available capacity of the machines. I don't think I need to make you understand these two. Then the next is maintenance schedules, and lastly delivery date schedules. What is maintenance schedule? When you are working in a factory, so you have to take care of those machines. So machines को ना रेगुलरली मेंटेनेंस की ज़रूरत होती है. सडन ब्रेकडाउन को अवॉइड करने के लिए मेंटेनेंस करना पड़ता है. So you'll also need to consider the maintenance schedule of the machines. And lastly, what are the delivery dates for those products to be delivered in the warehouses? So you also need to take care of those delivery dates, and before that delivery date you have to complete your production, right? The next thing is steps in forecasting. Now this is very easy. There are 5 steps. To remember these steps in forecasting, just imagine that example of your preparation that I gave you, like you are preparing for June 2022 examination. So when you thought of preparing for the exam, what was your objective? Why are you preparing? Obviously to clear the exam. So the first step is what? Determine the objective of the forecast, right? Objective आपका क्या है? आप किस चीज के लिए forecast कर रहे हो? Are you forecasting to predict the demand? What will be the demand? Or are you forecasting to study the trend? like what is the trend for the last 5 years, right? So you have to make this clear in your head that what is your what is your objective while making the forecast. The second point is what? Select the period over which the forecast will be made. So for preparing, while preparing for June 2022, for which period you are making the forecast? For the coming 6 months, right? So here also you have to make it like, is it a long-term forecast or a medium-term or a short-term forecast, right? And what all information you need over that period. Third is what will be the method you are going to use to make the forecast. अगर हम लोग अपना एग्जाम वाला एग्जाम्पल ले लेंगे तो उसमें क्या है कि आप ओरल कोचिंग ले रहे हो, या फिर आप कहीं कोचिंग क्लास में ज्वाइन कर लिए हो, या फिर आप पोस्टल कर रहे हो, राइट? सो दीज आर द मेथड्स दैट यू यूज टू क्लियर द एग्जाम. सिमिलरली, select the method you want to use for making the forecast. And the fourth point is what? Gather information that is to be used in the forecasting. So you have to gather some information which will be used in the forecast. Like there are two sources basically, primary source and secondary source. So what is the primary source? The data that you get from the records of the firm itself. Whatever first-hand information you have, that is known as your primary source. And what is the meaning of secondary source? Which is available from outside means like published data, magazines, educational institutions. So these are your secondary data, secondary sources, right? And what is the last step? After doing everything, what is left? You simply have to make the forecast, right? So now tell me, what are the 5 points? The first one is your objective. What will be your objective, right? What is the objective of making the forecast? The second point is for which time period you are making the forecast. Third is which method you are following. Fourth is how many, what all information you need to gather. And lastly, you simply have to make the forecast. So I hope this class has been a useful class for you. And if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, The Witty Turtle, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I post new videos. And along with that, if you find this video really helpful, then share the video with your friends. You can find the link of my social media handles like Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram group in the description box below. And don't forget to check out the link of the Unacademy classes where you will get a 10% off by using my coupon code Anvesha10.